Hi, my name is Wade and this is episode 2 of Winning Easy. Today I'll be previewing this Saturday's Caulfield meeting, Caulfield Cup Day, one of the great days on the Australian turf. My co-host Dan will also be previewing his Caulfield selections, and hopefully between us we'll find plenty of winners. Just a quick update from last Saturday. Obviously last week was our first episode of Winning Easy and we had a couple of winners. If you outlaid $1 each way on each of the top selections of mine, you would have outlaid $18 over the 9 races, and you would have got a return of $17.80. So you would have just lost by a whisker. Obviously, the name of the game, punting, is to make a profit. We just fell short last week, but we're not going to just hit first 4 favourites every race. That's not what this show's about. We stressed that last week. We're here to find value, and by getting one winner at good odds, you win on the day. So that's our name of the game, and what me and Dan will be trying to do every single week. So we'll get straight into it, and we'll start with race 1, and it's a 3-year-old fillies race. And my top selection here is number 3, Heir Apparent from the David Hayes stable. Absolutely flying David is at the moment, and this horse I really like. I think she's got some really good 2-year-old form. She's got some strong 3-year-old form. I think it's a perfect race for her, and I think she'll be very hard to beat. From number 6, Hell or High Water, number 2, Pearl Star, and number 1, Mihalik. 3, 6, 2, 1. We'll go to race 2, and this is the 3-year-old boys, and it's only a small field here, but I like an up-and-comer here, number 7, called Mahuda for the Darren Weir stable. Won a maiden last up by 6 lengths. I think it's a real progressive horse. I don't think this is the strongest race I've seen, and at the moment it's really good odds. It's about $17 at the moment. I think it's really good odds. He's got a good record, weary of bringing horses at this time of year like Stratum Star and these type of races. I think he's the one. Will be very hard to beat. Number 6, Santa Ana Lane. Unbeaten, 2 starts from the Freeman stable. Once again, an up-and-coming horse on the rise. I think it'll be hard to beat. Number 4, we have Mr. Individual, and number 1, Takedown from the Gary Moore stable. Good 2-year-old form, be hard to beat, but I'm going to go to the value there, 7, 6, 4, 1. Race 3, we have the Caulfield Sprint. Great race, really good race, but I have to admit, I can't go past number 3, Lumosity. I think nice and fresh, light last prep, she was very dominant. I think she'll stalk them and run over the top of them, be extremely hard to beat. Number 7, for second, we have a clear choice from the Philip Stokes stable. This guy is a gun trainer. When he brings horses over from Adelaide to Melbourne, you've got to watch out. And he's in really good form. Bit up in grade, but I think he hasn't brought him over for nothing. And then we'll go number 1, Ball of Muscle, and 2, Curo for fourth. 3, 7, 1, 2. Race 4, another really good race, and this is the Imperial Stakes for the 3-year-old stallion fillies over 2,000 on an Oaks path. Some really good value here. Obviously there's a couple really well credentialed horses, but we're looking for up and coming horses here, and I like number 6, called A Little Loose. Only had the 2 starts, made a debut back in March, ran 3rd, really good run, really liked it, thought that's a horse to follow in the spring. Won first up, it's maiden, Mick Kent, a gun trainer, great trainer of all horses, but particularly in stayers. I think this horse is the horse with the most depth and most upside in this race. Number 3, we have Honesta. Well, her form is just amazing. Second by Pimple in the Group 1 last start, the Flight Stakes. Just super consistent mare, and the 2,000 will be no worries for her. She's bred to get it, and she's looking for it. She's been out for a while, but she just super honest filly. Will be the one to beat for sure. Number 1, the Grey Flash. I like this horse. This is a bit of a forgotten horse from Robbie Lang's here. He's got good 2-year-old form. Robbie, we know, loves these stays as well, and I think it's a good each way odds as well. And number 9, Dawny Perfect from Clary Connors. He loves these 3-year-old staying fillies. This is big odds, bred to stay, and his last 2 runs have been super, and got no worries with the distance here, which a couple of these in the race is the query. We're going to leave the favourite at ambience there, but I think A Little Loose is a horse to follow. That's the first 4 races done here. We'll be back in a minute to preview the last 5 races on Caulfield Cup Day. and we'll be previewing Caulfield Cup Day, Caulfield Cup race tomorrow in a special segment.